isla sa Pasifiko, matutuan mo ang panahon na magnifiko. Kapul ang pwede mong magibuhan na makatao sigoning kabuhayan. Sa tibay asing gayon, talagang namitigan hanggang sa bilog na kinabaan. Namitigan, namitigan, ang Abaca ni Catanduanes. Ang Abaca ni Catanduanes. Ang Abaca ni Catanduanes. Naiganing kabares. Talagang sa pumpurbulyo ining Abaca. Sulit ang singkot na sinpagal.
Okay. Diyos mayad na hapon sa Gabos. Welcome to the Parada Abaca for the 6th Abaca Festival. At this point, we would like to acknowledge participation of the Traffic Management Group of the PNP Motor Corps, of course, the Patrol Car of the Birac MPS. Siyempre, the Abaca Festival Banner and the Catanduanes Cultural Troupe. Palakpakan naman po ang mga taga Catanduanes Cultural Group. Followed by the national color, provincial color, and the parading elements of the Philippine National Police, 1st Catanduanes Police Mobile Force Company, headed by Police Lieutenant Colonel Rodel Pezuela. We would like also to acknowledge the participation of the parading elements of the 83rd Infantry Battalion, Philippine Army, and Alpha Company of the Philippine Army, headed by First Lieutenant Nel Enriquez. Of course, the participation of the Philippine Coast Guard, headed by Coast Guard Lieutenant General Esperanza B. Lazaro. We'd like also to acknowledge the participation of the parading elements of the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology, headed by the officer in charge, Jail Senior Inspector Rani Boy Casasus. The officer in charge of the Catanduanes Bureau of Jail Management and Penology. We'd like also to acknowledge the parading elements of the Bureau of Fire Protection, headed by Superintendent Glenn R. Enriquez, Provincial Fire Director of the Bureau of Fire and Protection. Thank you, sirs. We would like also to acknowledge the participation of the different provincial government offices, led by the Office of the Governor, headed of course by the Governor Joseph Buboy C. Kua. Of course, we'd like to acknowledge the participation of the Congressional District Office, headed by Congressman Hector S. Sanchez. We would like also to acknowledge the participation of the Office of the Vice Governor Shirley A. Abundo, the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, the Office of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan Secretary, again, we would like to acknowledge the participation of the Congressional District Office of Congressman Hector S. Sanchez. The participation of the Office of the Vice Governor Shirley A. Abundo, and syempre would like also to acknowledge the participation of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Catanduanes Support Services Group. Wala ba kayong mga kamay? Ayan, meron. At this point, we would like to acknowledge the participation of the Provincial Treasurer's Office, headed by Ms. Marilu M. Vargas, the Provincial Treasurer. Of course, the Provincial Planning and Development Office headed by Engineer LCB Reyes. Pakiway-luway tabi.
Sa tibay na singgayon, talagang namitbidan hanggang sa bilog na
Paki-slow down po ang background.
namitbidan ang Abaca ng Catanduanes.
At this point, we would like to acknowledge the participation of the Provincial Assessor's Office headed by Ms. Milagros S. Sarmiento. Na ano ako malipan, mapas na ako, pakiluway-luway. Awaway, ako ni Mose. Siyempre, we would like to acknowledge the participation of the Provincial Internal Audit Services Office headed by the Provincial Internal Auditor, Ms. Eulalia Talaran. Hi. At this point, we would like to acknowledge the participation of the Commission on Population and Development Office, Provincial Population Management and Development Office, headed by Ms. Eliza Nilda Alberto. announcing the arrival and participation of the Provincial Health Office headed by Dr. Hazel A. Palmes. Hi, Doktora.
Sa tibay asing gayon, talagang namitidan hanggang sa bilog na kinapaan. Namitidan, namitidan.
Arrival and participation of the Eastern Bicol Medical Center headed by Dr. Bay Abella. Palakpakan naman po ang mga participants na from EBMC.
Mga turista foreigner na papabilib. Sa tibay asing gayon, talagang namitidan hanggang sa bilog na
Like also to acknowledge the participation of Bato Maternity and Children's Hospital headed by Dr. Catalino Teves. Bato Maternity and Children's Hospital promotes 100% smoke-free facility. Congratulations. Igwa pasindang mutya ng BMCH Abaca 2022. Congratulations. Announcing the arrival and participation of the Provincial Veterinary Office headed by Dr. Jane C. Rubio. The Provincial Veterinary Office headed by Dr. Jane C. Rubio.
sa tibay asing gayon, talagang namitidan hanggang sa bilog na kinapaan. Namitidan, namitidan.
Announcing the arrival and participation of the employees of the 1M Alberto Memorial District Hospital, headed by Dr. Maria Bessie R. Safe. Wala ba kayong mga kamay?
Sulit ang singkot na sinpagal, mga magsasaka.
Thank you.
Pwedeng imuhon na gubing, pagalasin lupit. Mga turista foreigner na papabilib. Talagang namitidan hanggang sa bilog na kinapaan. Namitidan, namitidan. Ang Abaca ni Catanduanes. Ang Abaca ni Catanduanes. Ang Abaca ni Catanduanes. Talagang kahiga ni Cabares.
Announcing the arrival and participation of the employees of the Biga District Hospital, headed by Dr. Nerissa S. Guerrero. Biga District Hospital.
Isa sa day na isla sa Pasifiko. Makuha mo ang pananaw na magnifiko. Kapul ang pwede mong makibuhay. Na makatao si Moning kabuhay.
Of course, we would like also to acknowledge the arrival and participation of the employees of Bigmuto District Hospital, headed by Dr. Naida Shahid Rendon. A big round of applause to Higmoto District Hospital. Padikuan ang sayo dyan.
Isa sa Pasifiko, makukuha mo ang tanong na magnifiko.
Of course, we would like to announce the arrival and participation of the Provincial Agricultural Services Office, headed by Ms. Nelia Teves, the Provincial Agriculturists. A big round of applause to the Provincial Agricultural Services Office.
Abaca ni Catanduanes, ang Abaca ni Catanduanes, ang Abaca ni Catanduanes, daiga ni Cabares. Talagang sa tungkulgulyuin Abaca, sulit ang singkot na sinpagan.
Announcing the arrival and participation of the employees of the Provincial Engineering Office, headed by Engineer Felix U. Vargas Jr.
Sa tibay na singgayon,
The Provincial Engineering Office, palakpakan taman po. Wow, congratulations. Thank you for joining us. Engineer Hilda, thank you. I like your attire. Talo mo ako ngayon. Again, a big round of applause to the employees of the Provincial Engineering Office.
isa sa day na isla sa Pasifiko, makuha mo ang tanong na magnifiko. Kapul ang pwede mong magibuhay, na makataong simoning kabuhayan. Ang Abaca ni Catanduanes, ang Abaca ni Catanduanes, ang Abaca ni Catanduanes.
Double time. Marami pa tayo. I would like to announce the arrival and participation of the employees of the Provincial Equipment Pool Office, PEPO, headed by Engineer Joseph Asuncion.
Isa sa day na isla sa Pasifiko, makukuha mo ang tanong na magnifiko. Kapul ang pwede mong magibuhay,
Of course, we would like to acknowledge the participation of the Provincial Social Welfare and Development Office, headed by Ms. Rosel Taraya. Sel, palakpakan tama taga PSWDO. Announcing the arrival and participation of the employees of the Environmental and Natural Resources Office of the Provincial Government, headed by Ms. Jocelyn Alberto. The employees of the Provincial Environmental Resources. Taman po.
Catanduanes, ang Abaca ni Catanduanes, talagang daiga ni Cabares.
Siyempre, we would like to acknowledge the participation of the Provincial General Services Office, headed by Mr. Crispin Lopez. The Provincial General Services Office. Palakpakan naman po ang mga taga-GS. And after the parade, ay pumagayari, iba pong masunod na event. Aban-aban i-announce ko. Announcing the arrival and participation of the local officials and employees of the local government unit of Bagamanok, headed by the Honorable Remigio B. Villaluna. Palakpakan na po ang mga taga Bagamanok. Dakol. So after the Parada Abaca, may launching po ang Abanaban, Choose Catanduanes, ABP, Happy Island Tourism Circuit, Pasaporte, Catanduanes, after the Parada Abaca. And Abanaban, Battle of the Bands, around 6 p.m. Again, palakpakan tayo mga taga Bagamanok. We would like to acknowledge the arrival and participation of the local government unit of Bato, the officials and employees of the local government unit of Bato, headed by the Honorable Juan T. Rodulfo. Of course, nandyan ang kanyang BC Mayor, Vice Mayor Roy Regalado. Palakpakan naman po, mga taga-Bato.
Na makataong simoning kabuhayan. Ang Abaca ni Catanduanes. Ang Abaca ni Catanduanes. Ang Abaca ni Catanduanes. Talagang daikaning kabayan.
We would like also to acknowledge the support and cooperation of all the municipal tourism officers and the municipal agriculturists of the 11 municipalities para po maging successful ang Satuyang Abaca Festival Tourism Fair, Agri-Tourism Fair. So, yan po sa support ng mga municipal tourism officers and municipal agriculturists. Sa panginutan po kang Department of Trade and Industry.
Sa tibay asing gayon, talagang namitigan hanggang sa bilog na kinapaan. Namitigan, namitigan, ang Abaca ni Catanduanes. Ang Abaca ni Catanduanes.
Announcing the arrival and participation of the local government unit of Panganiban, headed by the Honorable Mayor Cesar J. Robles. And of course, the Sangguniang Bayan members.
Pwedeng himuhon na gubing, pabalasing lupin. Mga turista, foreigner, napapabili. Sa tibay asing gayon, talagang namitbidan hanggang sa bilog na kinapaan.
Again, palakpakan ta po ang mga taga-Payo.
Namitbidan ang Abaca
Thank you for your cooperation and support.
ni Catanduanes.
Announcing the arrival and participation of the officials and employees of the local government unit of Viga, headed by the Honorable Emiterio M. Tarin.
Nakul ang pwede mong magkipuhan na makataong simoning kabuhayan.
And of course, kaiba niya ang Sangguniang Bayan members kang Viga, headed by the Honorable Vice Mayor Cesar Cervantes. Again, palakpakan ta po ang mga taga Viga. Thank you, Mayor Bong.
Isa sa day na isla sa Pasifiko, mapupuhay
Sa aga po, igwa po ning competition, Abacahan stripping competition, igwa po ning mask sa Capitol Grounds. O siguro sa side na ini. Sa mga abacaleros, mga payabaka. Announcing the arrival and participation of the local officials and employees of the local government unit of San Miguel, headed by the Honorable Francisco C. Camano, the local government unit of San Miguel. A big round of applause to the employees and officials of San Miguel.
Abaca ni Catanduanes, ang Abaca ni Catanduanes, ang Abaca ni Catanduanes.
Sa aga, alas 8 tabi, igwa maning search for the noblest Catanduanon researcher. Inigigibon po duman sa Catanduanes State University Auditorium. And pagkabanggi, alas 6, igwa po ning rawit sa Abaca, spoken word poetry competition. And in Dak Abaca, dance sport competition, uya po sa Capitol Compound. So, ayan po ang mga naka-line up na activities sa aga katakod kang 6th Abaca Festival ngunya na 2022. At this point, would like to announce and acknowledge the participation of the local government unit of Higmotong. Of course, the local government unit of Higmuto, headed by the Honorable Mayor Vicente J. Tayam Jr. Thank you, Mayor. And of course, the Sangguniang Bayan members. And dyan man, syempre, ang DILG officer, si Sir Buddy. Kada, ako'y tagaigmuto, naubos. Ay,
Hanggang sa bilog na kinapaan, lamidbidan.
and syempre, sa May 26, yun po ang Provincial Skills Competition. Testa Cabugao School of Handicraft and Cottage Industries. And sa Sangguniang Panlalawigan. And of course, sa second floor kang Capitol Lobby. So, dyan po gigilibon ang Provincial Skills Competition. Ini po alas 8 ning aga. And pagka alas 8 man, simultaneously, yun po ang launching of Abacaleros Directory website, Capitol Lobby. And pagkabanggi, po ning welcome dinner para sa mga Philippine Motorcycle Tourism Exciting Bicol Ride, Happy Island, Catanduanes, led. Ini po sa Twin Rock Beach Resort. And pagkabanggi man, syempre, alas 6, iyo po ang Abaca Sayawan Dance Group Competition, uya po sa Capitol Grounds. So again, thank you sa mga taga-Higmoto.
Isa sa tayo na isla sa Pasifiko, makuha mo ang pananaw na magnifiko. Kapul ang pwede mong magkipuhan, na makataong si
At this point, would like to acknowledge the participation of the local government unit of Baras, headed by the Honorable Mayor Jose Paulo P. Teves III. A big round of applause to the local government unit of Baras. Sa May 27, alas 6 ng aga, iyo po ang Philippine Motorcycle Tourism Exciting Bicol Ride. So, sir, taga-Baras. Announcing the arrival and participation of the employees and officials of the local government unit of Pandan.
Talagang namitidan hanggang sa bilog na tinapaan. Namitidan, namitidan ang Abaca ni Catanduanes.
The local government unit, the employees and officials of the local government unit of Pandan.
Talagang sa tungkulbulyuin Abaca, sulit ang singkot na sinpagal ng mga magsasaka. Pwedeng lumuhod
Again, sa May 27, para sa mga mahilig magmotor, yung pong Philippine Motorcycle Tourism Exciting Bicol Ride, Happy Island Catanduanes Leg, Happy Island 360 Moto X Music Festival. Sa iba-iba po ining munisipyo. So magkaiba pong Festival Dance Competition. Alas 6 ng aga. And from 8 a.m., yun po ang Arco Abaca sa iba-ibang munisipyo man. Of course, we would like to acknowledge the arrival and participation of the employees and officials of the local government unit of Karamuran, headed by the Honorable Mayor Glenda V. Aguilar.
amo ang pananaw na magnifiko. Kapul ang pwede mong magibuhay.
Sa May 27, igwaman po ning hashtag Choose Catanduanes Vlogging Competition. So mga mahilig mag-vlog. So pagkakataon nyo na ini. And of course, the culminating activity of the Farmers and Fisher Folks Month. So we are celebrating the Farmers and Fisher Folks Month. So ang culminating activity, yeah. At this point, would like to acknowledge the participation of the local government unit of San Andres, headed by the Honorable Mayor Peter C. Kua. Again, the local government unit of San Andres. A round of applause to the employees and officials of the local government unit of San Andres.
Na makatao si Monica Buhayan. Sa tibay asing gayon, talagang namitidan.
And syempre, ikaw man po ning awarding of Outstanding Abaca Farm Family sa ano po ini, May 27, alas 9 ng aga. And awarding of Modified Abaca Stripping Knife to Happy Island Abacaleros. Gigibon po ini sa Queen Maricel Inn. Announcing the arrival and participation of the local government unit of Virac, the employees and officials of the local government unit of Virac, headed by the Honorable Mayor Sinfuroso M. Sarmiento Jr. And of course, the Sangguniang Bayan members ang nailing ko si Sir Maulion. Si Don Robert Maulion. Nakita ko lang po. And syempre mga department heads, kang local government unit of Virac. Palakpakan ta po ang mga taga-Virac. Pingkuyang ang palakpak ng mga taga-Virac. Sa May 27 man, syempre, gapo kita ng motorcade of Mr. and Miss Virac Town Center. So, gigibon po yun sa Virac Poblasyon. Alas 3 ning hapon. We would like to acknowledge the participation of the employees of the Philippine Fiber Industry Development Authority, or PhilFIDA, headed by Mr. Roberto B. Luzhuergo. Thank you, sir, for joining. Again, the Philippine Fiber Industry Development Authority, PhilFIDA Catanduanes. Announcing the arrival and participation of the employees of the Department of Trade and Industry, Catanduanes Provincial Office, headed by Ms. Maria Belma Q. Escueta.
Sa tibay asing gayon, talagang
Naiiba man ang bit-bit mo nga, madam. Again, palakpakan ta po ang mga taga-DTI. Sinda po ang namayo dyan sa Agri, Trade and Tourism Fair na formal ng pigbuksan kasubag-ong alas 11. We'd like also to acknowledge the participation of the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority or TESDA headed by Mr. Arcangel T. Rodriguez. Sir, thank you for joining. The employees and official of TESDA, TESDA Provincial Office. And syempre kung igwang TESDA Provincial Office, igwa man po ng TESDA Cabugao School of Handicraft and Cottage Industries headed by Sir Pids Toboro. Thank you, Sir Pids, for joining us and your staff this afternoon. Pigsobre ko ang kayo ang anis bago. Thank you.
isa sa day na isla sa Pasifiko, makuha mo ang pananog na magnifiko.
We would like to announce the arrival and participation of the employees of the Department of Labor and Employment, Dole Catanduanes, headed by Ms. Madam Rose Cleofe. Again, the employees of the Department of Labor and Employment, Catanduanes Provincial Office. Again, announcement, May 28, alas 5 nganing aga, Happy Island Fun Run, Capitol Grounds, Downtown Route. And 6 a.m., iba po kita ning First Abaca Regional MTB Enduro Challenge. Announcing the arrival and participation of the employees and officials of the Catanduanes State University or CATSU, headed by Dr. Patrick Alain T. Azanza, the university president. A big round of applause to the employees and officials of the Catanduanes State University or CATSU. Again, sa May 28, announcement again, iyo po ang search for Mr. and Miss Birac Town Center 2022. And susundan po ng fellowship night, closing and awarding ceremonies, Rampa Abaca, hindi po sa Capitol Grounds. So, makailing po kamo ng mga model ng gamit Abaca. Made of Abaca ang sa indang. And on May 28 again, igwaning Green Cut Regional Eco Trek sa Mount Taganasan, Karangag, San Andres. And the Happy Island Fun Run, alas 5 ning aga. Again, thank you, Katsu, for joining us this afternoon. So far, siguro, the biggest contingent ang mga taga-Katsu.
Na makataong simoning kabuhayan, ang Abaca ni Catanduanes, ang Abaca ni Catanduanes, ang Abaca ni Catanduanes.
College, College of Education, Katsu! Ah, saan ka pa? Thank you again for joining us, ma'am. Ma'am and sirs. After the parada, Abaca, alas 5, ayun, yes, alas 6. Yun po ang Abacantahan, Battle of the Bands. Uya po. And syempre, may Katsu BGS. Ano ang BGS? Thank you for joining us.
Sulit ang singkot kasi nagpagal, di mga magsasaka. Pwedeng imuhon na gubing, pabalasin lupin. Mga
Announcement again sa aga, 8 a.m. Yun po ang Abaca hand stripping competition. Uya po sa Capitol Grounds. And sabay-sabay po ang search for noblest Catanduanan researcher. Gigibon po sa Catanduanes State University Auditorium. And pagka banggi, alas 6, yun po ang rawit sa Abaca. Ini po spoken word poetry competition. Kasabay po kang Indak Abaca Dance Sport Competition. O yaman, syempre, sa Capitol Grounds or Capitol Compound. And on May 26, yun po ang Provincial Skills Competition. Sabay-sabay po ini sa Testa Cabugao School of Handicraft and Cottage Industries. And Sangguniang Panlalawigan and the second floor of Capitol Lobby. Thank you, Katsu family. Announcing the arrival and participation of the employees of the Civil Service Commission, Catanduanes Field Office, headed by Miss Enida B. Abordo. The Civil Service Commission, Catanduanes Field Office. We'd like to acknowledge the participation, the employees and officials of the Department of Interior and Local Government, Catanduanes Provincial Office, headed by Mr. Aldarico S. Razal Jr. May day nagbali si Sir. Siyempre, sa mga Gabos OIC. Thank you for joining us. Sir Ping, hello. Press from Mindanao, si Sir Ping. We would like also to acknowledge the participation of the employees of the Social Security System, Birac Branch, headed by Miss Divina T. Avida. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Followed, of course, by the employees of the Government Service Insurance System, headed by Miss Tet Vega, Maria Teresa Vega, of the Government Service Insurance System. Also to acknowledge the participation of the employees of the Philippine Statistics Authority, Catanduanes Provincial Office, headed by Engineer Ana B. Fernandez. Thank you, mga katropa. Arrival and participation of the employees of the National Irrigation Administration or NIA in Catanduanes, headed by Engineer Edmundo T. Villaluz. Bako na. Sila ni Burak, ang head. Engineer Marquez, ang bago pong pamayo kang National Irrigation Administration or NIA Catanduanes. We would like also to acknowledge the participation of the employees and officials of the Department of Public Works and Highways in Catanduanes, headed by Engineer Hill Agustus A. Balmadrid, the District Engineer. And syempre, si Miss Alma. Miss Alma Arcilia Rubio. And ang music, Christy. Si Engineer Christy Balmadrid. Thank you for joining us this afternoon.
hanggang sa ilog na kinabaan. Lamidbidan, lamidbidan, ang Abaca ni Catanduanes. Ang Abaca ni Catanduanes. Ang Abaca ni Catanduanes. Daigan ni Cabares.
We would like to acknowledge the participation of the Department of Justice, Office of the Provincial Prosecutor, headed by Attorney Mary Jane L. Santua. Of course, the participation of the employees of the Parole and Probation Office, headed by Sir Cecilio B. Dolong. We would like to acknowledge the participation of the employees of the Department of Environment and Natural Resources Office, Provincial Environment and Natural Resources Office, headed by Ma'am Amy Baltazar. Ma'am, thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Isla sa Pasifiko, makuha mo ang pananaw na magnifiko. Kapul ang pwede mong mag-ipuha
Sir Aldrin,
na makataon si
thank you for joining us this afternoon. Madam,
Abaca ni Catanduanes.
si Miss Juliet.
Abaca ni Catanduanes. Ang Abaca ni Catanduanes. Talagang daigan ni
We would like also to announce the arrival and participation of the employees of the Provincial Office of the Department of Agrarian Reform in Catanduanes, headed by Miss Neresa Aldea.
isa sa na isla sa Pasifiko.
Again, thank you, DAR officials and employees in Catanduanes for joining us. The PARADA, Abaca.
Na makataon si Monica Buhayan. Sa tibay na singgayon, talagang nalitidan hanggang sa bilog na kinabaan.
Announcing the arrival and participation of the employees of the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, or CAAP, headed by Mr. Primo C. Ileda. Thank you, sir.
Daigan Cabares. Talagang sa tungkulyo in Abaca. Sulit ang singkot na simpagal ng mga magsasaka. Pwedeng imuhon na gubing pabalasin lupit.
Announcing the participation of the employees of the Department of Agriculture,
Namitbidan hanggang
Catanduanes Hili Upland Development Station, headed by Mr. Dean Minardo, the station chief. Again, thank you, sir, for joining us this afternoon.
Abaca ni Catanduanes. Talagang Daigan Cabares.
We would like also to acknowledge the participation of the employees of the Department of Social Welfare and Development in Catanduanes. Thank you, Madam and Sirs, for joining us this afternoon.
Sa Pasifiko, makuha mo ang pananaw na magnifiko. Kapul ang pwede mong mag-ipuhan na makataon si Monica Buhayan. Ang Abaca ni Catanduanes.
At this point, we would like to acknowledge the participation of the employees of the Commission and Audit in Catanduanes, headed by Mr. Mamerto Santelices, the State Auditor for the Supervising Auditor. Thank you, sir, for joining us this afternoon.
Isa sa na isla sa Pasifiko.
We would like also to acknowledge the participation of the employees of the Registry of Deeds, headed by Attorney Lara Faye Sortida. Thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Hanggang sa bilog na kinapaan. Lamidbidan ang Abaca ni Catanduanes.
We would like also to acknowledge the participation of the Commission on Election Provincial Office, headed by the officer in charge, Attorney Francis Dean Nieves. Thank you, sir and madam, for joining us this afternoon.
Sulit ang singkot at sinpagal ni mga magsasaka. Pwedeng imuhon na gubing, pabalasin lupit.
Sir,
Turista foreigner,
they panag... We'd like also to acknowledge the participation of the PhilHealth Local Health Insurance Office in Catanduanes, headed by Dr. Maria Zaila B. Romero. Thank you, Ma'am, Madam.
Abaca ni Catanduanes. Ang Abaca ni Catanduanes.
Announcing the arrival and participation, and we'd like also to acknowledge the participation of the employees of the Department of Health in Catanduanes, headed by Dr. Robert Chan Aquino.
Isa sa day na isla sa
Announcing the arrival and participation of the employees of the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources in Catanduanes, headed by Mr. George F. Camacho. Thank you, sir.
Abaca ni Catanduanes. Ang Abaca ni Catanduanes. Talagang
Announcing the arrival and participation of the employees and officials of the First Catanduanes Electric Cooperative Incorporated, headed by Engineer Raul Safe. Thank you, mga madam, for joining us this afternoon.
na makatao sigoning kabuhayan. Sa tibay na singgayon, talagang namitidan hanggang sa bilog na kinapaan. Namitidan, namitidan ang Abaca ni Catanduanes. Ang Abaca ni Catanduanes. Ang Abaca ni Catanduanes.
Day panunin. But we would like to acknowledge the participation of the Birac Water District, the employees and officials of Birac Water District, B1, na wala kaya so sa indang banner, headed by the manager, Sir Gabriel Terrero.
Namitidan hanggang sa bilog na kinapaan. Namitidan, namitidan ang Abaca ni Catanduanes.
Would like also to acknowledge the participation of the employees of Chingbi. Correct? Thank you, madam and sir, for joining us. Siyempre, ang sakuyang mga katropa would like to acknowledge the participation of radyo natin, headed by Congressman Ray Buton. Palakpakan ta si Sir Ray. And siyempre, the participation of radyo periodiko, headed by Sir Ferds. Ang OIC tabi ngunyan si Sam. We'd like also to acknowledge the participation of RC family. Igwapasin ng mga muse. Again, RC Microfinance, the employees and officials, thank you for joining us this afternoon. Gayon kang Miss RC Abaca Festival. Yan, ang mga marampa sa 28. Thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Kasing gayon, talagang namitigan hanggang sa bilog na kinapaan. Namitigan, namitigan, ang Abaca ni Catanduanes. Ang Abaca ni Catanduanes. Ang Abaca ni Catanduanes. Daiga ni Cabares. Talagang sa tungkulyo iming Abaca. Sulit ang singkot na sinpagal ng mga magsasaka. Pwedeng imuhon na gubing, mabalasin lupin. Mga turista foreigner.
Again, to RC family, thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. And last but not the least, we'd like also to acknowledge the Abaca Catanduanes Artist Group. Thank you for being part of the Abaca Parada. Abaca Parada. So that ends our Abaca Parada for this afternoon. And in behalf of the Provincial Government of Catanduanes, through the Provincial Tourism Office, we would like to acknowledge and thank all the participants for making this Abaca Parada colorful and meaningful. Again, sa Sagabos, thank you very much. Happy Abaca Festival. God bless Catanduanes. Again, announcement. So gusto pong maghiling later, yun po ang gigibon ang launching of hashtag Choose Catanduanes ABP Happy Island Tourism Circuit Pasaporte. Again, ini po ang nakaiban nyo inaaga. Ay, nyo nabanggi pa yan. Nakaibaan nyo for the Abaca Parada. Edna Abila Bagajong. Thank you very much. Mabuhay ang mga taga Catanduanes.
Sa tibay kasing gayon, talagang namitigan hanggang sa bilog na kinapaan. Namitigan, namitigan, ang Abaca ni Catanduanes. Ang Abaca ni Catanduanes. Ang Abaca ni Catanduanes.
Okay, databi mag-ayari tama launching na agad. So again, so pwede magstay, stay. So naguto, magbakay-bakay dyan para mabintan sa mga seller, na mga... Again, we would like also to thank the small entrepreneurs na nag-participate in behalf of DTI.
Namitigan, namitigan, ang Abaca ni Catanduanes. Ang Abaca ni Catanduanes.